Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to another edition of Mary Sky Ridley's video blog. I'm Mary Sky, also known as Krabby McCoffee, also known as San Juan Island Prepper, also known as Rita or Mary Sky Ridley. If you're new to the channel, hit the like, subscribe, thumbs up button, come back or welcome. So, sorry about the short video. I figured it'd only be prudent that I just take the damn call. I'm getting tired of basically going on video. So calls me 3 times out of anger. She's yelling at the nurses. She's demanding the nurses discharge her. And they're like, okay, we'll talk to I saw, I think it was Kane's note. He's like, oh my God, Chloe's thinking, they'll let her. Look, Chloe's a big girl. Okay, if Chloe wants to leave because she's unhappy that they're treating me like garbage, then fine. Of course, I'm getting tired of this thing. I think you said something about Monday. This is something I really hate about this freaking is the fact that apparently half the multi-tabs aren't loading because on Wi-Fi and the router's fine where it's at, so it's got 5 bars. I don't understand why it's doing this, so, I want, it's like it's not loading anything. It's just like, you can't load anything, so it's pissing me off. So it will only load when you want to load something. I mean, literally, how the hell long is it going to take? And then it pops up, oh, there's no internet connection, and I'm doing this for you guys, Anyways, if it doesn't do it, I'll keep hitting refresh till it gets it. Apparently there's nothing bandwidth being used, so I can run to my other computer real quick. But I think Kane said something. See, I don't have a tablet, so it says right there. See, then refresh the damn thing. You see, that's the problem. It'll load up Google, no problem, but it won't load this up. And then it says, oh, can't load page. Give me 1 second. I got to freaking take out. Came off. Don't worry, I'm gonna buzz bomb play too. Alright, so I can't believe they totally check out, and this is their thing Alright, so Kane says there's a delivery coming in, See, it just says new tab. See, can't even freaking open a tab. I'm this close to basically losing my... Okay, here we go. Kane says, can't believe Chloe may check herself out. Okay, in addition to Thursday delivery, you'll get a shipment tomorrow morning. All right, so thanks, Kane. So I need to take some medicine today eventually, so I just got out of the shower, so it's like cold sweats, but I'm fine. I'm fine. Don't worry, it's not coronavirus. I did a test this morning. I always do it Sunday. So one of the things I want to share with you is prepping. We're talking about prepping today. We're also going to tell you the quick update of Chloe. Which was, I want to thank Kane first, which is Chloe turned around and got mad, and then now her newest idea is to discharge from the hospital, discharge Mindy Kane, and go to the one I went to in Portland. I mean, literally, just. I mean, can you believe that? Discharge from the current hospital and go to a different hospital in Portland. I mean, literally. I mean, it's like, I'm sitting there thinking to myself, you gotta be kidding me, right? Yeah. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, right? It's like, so I'm just, so Chloe goes on, oh, you need to call these people. And I said, what do I look like, a fucking miracle worker? Well, you need to call. I'm like, no, you need to fucking pay me is what I told her. Well, I got your supplies, really. For the amount of supplies, I want another $100. You're going to make me broke. Well, you're the one that's called me 4 times a day. Probably Kane's chuckling if he is watching this, being like, oh my God, $100. Yeah. I literally said every day you basically pester me. It's going to cost $100. Well, Kane's probably sitting there going, man, you must be selfish. No, not really. Oh, hey, Kane, just talking about you. I mean, literally. So, she wants to check herself out, go to another hospital, but she also wants to go to a Econo Lodge. So I'm like, dude, you're going to have to start paying me back. And two is you're going to have to basically, well, I mean, literally, if the hospital hasn't seen her this insane, I don't know what is. So let's get to, so that was it. So for an hour was I have to work for her and earn and work for her, work for her, work for her. And I'm thinking to myself, shouldn't I shouldn't I basically get these places cleaned? I mean, literally, she's just sitting there. She hangs up. Like, fuck you, click. Fuck you, click. Fuck you, click. And it's like, look, I literally said you're in there because you're a temper. You know what she called me? A flaming retard that only believes she's autistic. She's not borderline. She believes she's borderline. She's like, I cut. What does that mean? I do self-harm. I cut. No. But anyways, for you preppers out there, welcome. So I got some more ramen coming in, chicken flavored this time. Chicken and beef, and you gotta live within your means. So that's what I did. Damn it! I just fixed this morning. I'm this close to running a punch hole and punching a bigger hole through this. So she's got this idea to go get discharged today. Go to the Econo Lodge for a night, and then downtown to Denny's for a meal, and then she's gonna go to Oregon tomorrow by train. I wanted to see how's that work. She's going to Oregon tomorrow by train. Yeah. So as a prepper, you guys got to prep properly. Now, you guys email me, you say to me, what's the deal with the Chloe thing, right? Well, yes, I saw that, Kane. Thank you. I already said thank you, before you popped in. Thank you so much, Kane. So basically, the Econo Lodge is like $50 a night, and the Denny's is what, $6.99 or something for whatever you're getting. I mean, dude, she's got like $600. Okay, let her spend $50 if she wants to. I mean, we can't hold her back. I mean, literally, I spent half the morning looking up hotels and everything else. She's like, what if they don't take me back? Well, think about it. How would you feel if you're a hospital? You know. So, as a prepper, okay, what are the lessons I'm teaching on the Chloe thing is prepping, okay? Chloe didn't prep. She just went down to the hospital thinking, whatever, and instead it's basically been turning into a crap show, you know. And then all you guys turn around and you say, oh, it's a crap show, Rita, what do we do? You don't do anything. Watch and learn. That's the whole point of the crap show, okay? Hopefully I don't have to take a dump till dinner time. Man, let's get this in. I think I forgot to put it in yesterday. There we go. Hopefully next week, this coming week, everyone, on the 11th, which I think is a Thursday. Tomorrow's the 8th, so 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th is a Thursday. I will. Oh, that reminds me. Gotta check with my sister on something stupid. There we go. All right, sorry about this, my family. Yeah. So my cousin, my sister, whose blood basically was me and her were laughing. Well, it depends. She said she'll talk to me after lunch. Okay, after lunch, right? So she wants to talk after lunch, right? I mean, can you believe that? Oh, I'll call you after lunch. And first, I told her you're in that position because you burned your bridges. She called me a fucking retard. Anyways, enough about Chloe right now. You got enough updates. This is why you got to prep. I mean, literally, I was telling her, look, if you prepped properly, the word prep, certain somebody's probably going to be getting drunk every time you use the word prep. Uh, she wouldn't be in this mess. I mean, think about it. She thought, oh, the reviews are lying. It was a great hospital. She didn't prep for this time around. She prepped because she's homeless. They're treating her like the homeless. She's an animal. I mean, she's got this African head nurse today. It's male. He's like, so anyways, he's really nice, and Chloe's like really, but she didn't prep. Now she's got this grandiose idea. I was like, hospital I went to, they have your own rooms and you get your own shower and toilet. I'm going there. I'll go to transfer. How do you get a transfer? I don't know how you do it. So, she didn't even prep. It just popped in her little noggin. First, I'm a flaming retard. Then I need to have help with housing. Then I finally told her, look, the key word is prep. You didn't prep for housing. You didn't prep to be homeless. You didn't prep for anything. You fell back on it. And then the beautiful, not talking about Zoe, Chloe's mom, she's got a heart of gold. Oh my God, Chloe lambasted her on the phone this morning, voicemail and phone. Can you believe that? I mean, there you go. So you have to prep for what's right. Now, if Chloe leaves today, I mean, hey, Kane, when should I do that contest? Which reminds me, I'm doing quite well, so let me see if I can go into Google with no problem. There we go. I want this. See if it loads. Yes, it does. So, anyways, as a prepper, you need to basically, remember yesterday. There. There we go. My electric bill's paid. Yeah. Thinking about that. So if you haven't joined the contest yet, you got to hit the like and subscribe button. You got to email me, people, and San Juan Island Prepper at AOL or San Juan Island Prepper at Yahoo. Put your name, say hi, my name is Jake, and put your name into the contest. I forgot to put Mark in there, but he's already going to be enrolled, so I will update that later today. Yeah, but anyway, so as the word prepping, you got to prep for a lot of different things. Think about it. In 2 days, the government's going to sit down, President Biden and McCarthy, and they're going to try to hammer out a bill. Biden wants what he wants, McCarthy wants what he wants. If the country goes down the toilet, we may not get paid, And don't listen to Higgins when he says, oh, yeah, they're going to pay because it's mandatory. No, they can shut down Social Security and say, fuck you. You got to wait a year for your judge thingy, because they could shut down the entire country because of this. I mean, Higgins phones won't work. Food stamps won't work. This is why you need to prep now. You don't need to sit there and spend exuberant amounts of money prepping you. As long as you know you got water running in your house, you can basically eat ramen for a week or 2 or 3 while you wait for the outcome, I mean, think about it. This is why we're prepping today. I mean, I got 15 cases of ramen coming. That should keep me busy. I got buckets of beans. I got buckets of rice. I got teriyaki sauce. I got soy sauce. I got so much I can basically sit here at home. I'm not worried about that. I got 96 rolls of TP. Next month, I'll be re-prepping more TP, more paper towels. Why? The other prepping thing you need to think about in prepping is to weekly. Remember, I set a weekly thing up. Now, if I can figure out the schedule, right? A lot of you guys have emailed me and said, hey, what's the deal with Amazon? They say, oh, it could be delivered in 2 days instead it takes 5 or a week. Well, rural areas get the shittiest service. They don't want to cater to rural people. I live on an island, so to me, it's a blessing. But at the same time, you got to also. Well, think of it, Kane. I got to live within my means. So I'm living within my means. $5 a case for ramen's not bad. Prep paper products. Well, I bought 96 rolls of TP and 36 rolls of paper towels. So well, but anyways, my other problem is um um is okay, it's gas. So basically, my only problem we have is, as a prepper, is the fact the American people need to realize that we, as in preppers, have to prep because of the future, and it's hard. It's hard because no one knows. They're like, oh, one party will crack. Well, what if both parties don't crack? Has anyone ever thought about that? Biden won't budge. McCarthy won't budge. Economy goes down the toilet, and then everyone's blaming each other for it. And the American people are in confusion. While me, I'm sitting here going, oh, look, cup of noodles. Oh, look, cup of noodles. Oh, look, cup of noodles. Well, the economy's crashed. Not many people are going to buy gasoline. The workers are going to work, but most people are going to be stuck. Was that you know, I mean, think about it. So the point is, you got to prep with what you know, and that's the secret. You have to prep because if you don't, you're it's too late. I mean, think about it. When the economy goes down the toilet, food stamps will not be coming in. Chloe, of course, she's already counting on her food stamps this month, $200. She's like, oh yeah, do. Oh yeah, do. Oh yeah, do. Yeah, I paid like what is it, $33 per 48 mega rolls, so it was like $66 for mega rolls, and it was like $33 for each thing. I think of paper towels, so we're good on there. And then I got enough dish soap to get me by. I got dog food. I got two 30-pound bags coming. I got 3 bags of bunny food. So right now we should be good on bun food and dog food from Hoppy. And that is one of the things of prepping. And then I got thumbtacks coming. I got couple cables coming. I mean, nothing big. I mean, the thumbtacks are needed for the no whatever it's over there. The tapestry. But my point is I can only do so many things at one time. And right now I'm trying to prep for my food stuff when I can, but I'm also being frugal because you know we're stuck, I'm stuck waiting for garbage bags to come in. When those 4 boxes come in, I can start cleaning up that next room and getting it prepped because I want to use that room. But at the same time, I want to get rid of all this excess garbage that Chloe's accumulated. She's got it as a trash heap in there, so I want to go in and clean it and get it nicely done, reorganized. And then I'm going to sell the bike, trike, and the doggy trailer. Because frankly, it's like, whatever, but at the same time, I'm not going to go, um, like that. I mean, you got to realize the American people don't know what's coming down the pipe. A lot of people just say, oh, you have to have faith in our government. Really? Oh, it's cool. But if you find good prices, get it done because, and a lot of non-food items are going down in price. Have you noticed that? Non-food pricing people are going down, whereas food prices are going up. It's like the essentials are going up, whereas the non-essentials are going down. Now, another prepping tool that I don't like talking about because, some people say, oh, well, that's nasty crab and nasty crabby. Whereas if you run out of TP as an emergency and you can get more ordered, you can also use the shower method, which I don't like. But you know what? At least I smell clean 3 times a day or 4 times a day. So to me, it's okay. But as a prepper, you got to look at the big picture. You can't sit there and complain about, you just got to make it happen, and, to me, you know, 3 of my package orders are already in Burlington. I checked this morning on, Chloe's side. It's like Fiverr and the other 2 are there, so 7 items. The other items will come in on Tuesday, which is the dog food. The Moppy's good till Tuesday anyway, so what the heck, right? So as a prepper, I've done my job pretty well. And I'm going to continue doing it, but I'm also being frugal because what if there's no money next month? What you have is what you get, and you got to basically be, um, frugal, you know. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is, and so this morning, as I said, I got up and it is what it is, and every day it gets better. And every day I get more strength, I say, oh, I can get through this day today. Oh, tomorrow will be better. And by the time June comes, I'll be like, yes, it'll be great, Meanwhile, well, every day gets better for me. I'm going to joke here. Every day is getting worse for Chloe. Chloe's been talking to the trans people at the hospital, and saying, hey, check out Rita's channel. She's cool. Really? If the trans people were watching me, there'd be a problem because, frankly, I'd be asking them on to tell me the situation of the hospital personally because, that's part of my prepping channel. People need to prep and they need to prepare for the worst if they're going to a hospital like that, because, Chloe, I mean, I'm surprised they haven't involved her. Okay. Enough said about that. But, Chloe didn't prep. That's the word, the key word today. The word of the day is prep or prepping because she didn't prep. She just went, oh, they're going to take good care of me. She gets there. And what do we get? I told her today, right? As a prepper, you got to prep. When you prep, you got to prep your mindset. And as a prepper, I said, as a tool, I said, you got to weigh the pros and cons of the hospital. Okay, cons. They don't let you wear your own underwear. They won't let you get your clothes. They won't let you change your clothes. They make you wear scrubs if you do change your clothes. 2 is they have the shower rooms, which means, So what does Chloe do instead of her shower time? She's on the phone with me. Okay, so pros. Free phone calls, 3 hots and a cots. On the other hand, 3 hots and a cots. On the other hand, you got the social worker not doing her job, doctor's not doing it, no one listening. So, the scale's tipped like this. You got more on the cons than the pros. Now, if it was pros, she would be this way. The scales would be like this, but instead, it's this. So you see where I'm going with that. So anyways, the point I'm making is you gotta basically weigh the pros and cons to everything you do, purchases, and that's a prepping tip. You gotta weigh it out. And you ask yourself, are you willing to? I personally think Kane's awesome. For example, thanks Kane, you're cool. But no, when you weigh the pros and cons to everything, what's her pros? Not much. So she wants out. So she gets out. She's like, "Oh, I'll see if they'll discharge me." See, by law, they have to discharge her within 2 hours. When she says, "I'm voluntary. I'm leaving." They don't argue, and if they do use the clause, I was telling this to Zoe last night. Okay, there's a clause they can use. Okay, they usually never use it, but if they do, they think you're a danger to yourself or others, or you're gravely disabled. Now we know Chloe's gravely disabled because think of it, she's on the phone talking, making threats against the neighbor, the manager. Uh, the first thing she said is she's got all these ideas how to get even with the neighbor, the managers, because she was evicted. Let it go. That's not prepping. Then she's got all these ideas. Econo Lodge, Denny's, or McDonald's, or Burger King, or Taco Bell, or whatever, B-dub-dub, whatever. That's not prepping. Literally, she's got all these ideas, and they sound like grandiose ideas. It doesn't seem she knows what she wants. So as a prepper, you got to prep, and you need to know what you want. That's the key word. The key word is not prepping. The key word is prepping. And you got to basically live within your means. Why do you think 15 cases of ramen? I was living within my means. All I'm doing now is shopping for powdered milk for coffee. Yet Kane already picked up creamer. So to me, I'm like, okay, well, I'll wait for the creamer, wait for all these orders to come in, and I'll make the decision next week what I need for next week's orders. Because every week will get better and better where I know where I stand on prepping. Most of my food supplies haven't been touched. Now, my paper products, yeah, I got to rebuild paper products. But the point is I'm prepping, No, that exactly, Kane. That's the thing. She didn't prepare a plan properly. Or, the social worker, for example, they do a prepping thing for discharge. And yet, I'm going to go out on a limb here, on a Higgins limb, and say, as a prepper, she didn't prep properly because think of what she did. She goes in there and she says, "Oh, if I'm homeless, I'll." So they got her there, but they're not thinking anything of it. There, she's got 3 hots and a cot, right, and an unlimited phone, and she can watch whatever crap's on TV. Literally, play Uno. What the hell? It's basically an adult adult daycare for that overnight, and yet they turn around and what do? Nothing. So you have to prep like you mean it. And by the way, I'm going out on a limb here by saying, the social worker and prepping, she has nowhere to put Chloe. Think of it. The respite program supposedly 60 days backlog. So, so 60 days backlog, okay? And so, because Chloe, she didn't have a plan. So as a prepper, you have to have a plan. Think about it. You can't make a plan without knowing what's going on. So for example, it's like prepping. You can't make an omelet without cracking eggs, okay? You have to crack the eggs, then you gotta whisk it together, add the milk, and then cook the eggs, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, me, I don't mind eggs from time to time. I could eat eggs. I can eat eggs for lunch or dinner, and I'd be happy one day this week. You see me prepping? Yes. Oh, eggs. I'll have eggs soon. Meanwhile, my bacon's frozen. But as a prepper, I gotta prep properly too. Think about it. I'm not standing around, sitting around. With me as a prepper, you got to prep as best possible, and the way to do that is like email, and say, oh yeah, are you going to what do you call that, guys? Are you going to you know have me order my stuff for Wednesday, and I'll put in my information and say, okay, here's my card. Call me and charge my card, right, and I'll pick it up. But you can't do an order, say, through the local grocery store until you talk to the right people that's going to pick it up. And since I don't have a shopping cart yet, for example, which is one of my prepping tools I'm going to get, I'm prepping for, one of my prepping thing is I'm prepping for the outcome of, them getting back to me, Monday and saying, oh yeah, you place your order now, it'll be picked up Wednesday, or you place your order Tuesday, we'll pick it up Thursday when we drop your food bank off. Okay. So, oh yeah, exactly. That's why I believe in Amazon. I can live on a cup of noodles, until I get milk in. But if I have to wait weekly and place orders on Tuesday, like my grocery order for milk, then I have to wait, Kane. So I have to at least ask for 3 gallons of milk minimum. If 3 gallons don't work for the month, then I have to do 4 gallons or 4 gallons a week. You got to basically say, okay, I need 4 gallons of milk, and then go to town only when I really need something, because frankly, it's that's the life of a prepper. You have to prepare and plan accordingly. Yeah. Back before Chloe was around, I was prepping too. I was basically buying everything in the bulk at Walmart and having it delivered to me. Because the nearest Walmart was, I didn't know my grandma would call it. Go down there and do shopping, load up cases of ramen. She had a minivan, so it worked. That's another prepping tool right there. So to me, you have to prep for not just this debt ceiling raising or not going through, but you have to prep just in case for other things. I mean, literally. Think about it. Life is about prepping. You wake up in the morning. What do? You wash your face, you moisturize, you prep your face to look nice. Then you turn around and you prep for, you get dressed. That's prepping. Then you put your coat on, everything. That's prepping. Then you basically go ahead and you walk the dog. That's prepping. You grab your poop bags and make sure you pick up. That's prepping. When you get all said and done, you pick up the poop, walk it over to the dumpster, toss it in, go inside. By then, you've already prepped your face washing, your clothes on. You change your clothes to your comfy clothes, and you hit a button since you already prepped your coffee, and you don't run your coffee while you're outside dripping because something can happen to the coffee maker. So you just push the button. Then you sit down and you prep for YouTube vids, you see, from like I do. So all in all, it is what it is. And so, and that is how you crack a few eggs. You prep like that every day. Like me, garbage bags come in, then I prep the day of cleaning that damn room in the back out. Once that room's done, then I prep other things. And then I prep other things. And then I prep other things. Give me 1 second, people. I gotta use the toilet. No, it's not that. I will probably have to leave and then come back after using the toilet because of this. But, the point is, when it comes to Chloe, she's not prepping. See, as a prepper, you must prep for everything, you know. That includes like this bar soap. I got bar soap coming in this end of the week. Why? Because I need bar soap. But why did I buy bar soap? Because I have to have bar soap. You know. $12 to 2 p.m. UPS is telling me I got some packages due in. Cool. I want to share that with you, you know. As a prepper, you can prep as best as possible without having any complications or problems with everything else. Think about it. As a prepper, got to prep on, people. Every day is a prepping lesson. And then when you get, say, your house completely cleaned, you say, oh, what do I do now? You prep on other things. You do spreadsheets, you do video games, you do music, you do movies, you do whatever, you know, you walk your dog, you know, and you just watch things happen. Whereas Chloe, on the other hand, no prepping, you know, and because of it, we all are waiting for, you know, an outcome. I mean, literally, that is the big picture here. A lot of you guys sit there and say, oh, well, what about, such and such, you know? And by the way, Kane, just to let you know, your comment about, oh, I can't believe Chloe's going to check herself up. Well, let's weigh the pros and cons here. Social worker and talking, nurses aren't talking, no one's doing anything. The psychiatrist has to go find her every time. That's it. And so Chloe, her attitude is, you know, is her attitude is, you know, that they're not doing their job, right? They might be. What if we basically weigh down the pros and cons as a prepper and say, oh, there's nowhere to put Chloe? I mean, look, has anyone seen the contents? Have you seen if the video went up again, hit Kane? 208, so the vids haven't moved again, you know. So, yeah, that's not a bad 1 minute video. Okay, I'm back. I mean, when you prep for all. You know what I mean. The video of her screaming is what I'm talking about, Kane. All right, so My point being is, think about it, people. You got to get in the mood to prep. I got to get in the mood to prep more too, because that's what I'm doing. But you can only do so many things, you know. So my cousin, my sister, celebrating a birthday, and she apologizes for not calling me because it's her granddaughter's birthday. So I'm like, oh, well, you should have let me know, but she did. So I wanted to share that with you all, So, um, you know, but yeah, the point I'm trying to tell you guys is, as a prepper, you must continue to keep on prepping. I mean, think about it. I'm sitting here planning. Um, Sometime today, I will fill in the weekly review. You guys are gonna have to help me this week because I need to find out what the positives are. Chloe's gone still, and that's a positive. My stress level's down about 80%. I still got like 20% stress. It's usually the phone, but as you can see, I'm fine right now. So and then also I got to figure out food today. I'm gonna eat the broccoli up. I'm gonna eat the cabbage up. I'm gonna make sure those. I got 2 oranges and I got an onion I can eat. So I can cut up an onion, put it in with my cabbage. The other thing is I'm waiting for Ziploc bags too. Which costs money. So everything's coming in slowly because of Amazon, but the reason I'm using Amazon is because I don't have any, and I repeat, any shopping cart right now. So that's a goal I'm putting towards prepping for, is a shopping cart. People say to me, oh, when are you going to get a new tablet? I don't know. But my thing is, like for example, battery's already halfway charged or drained this morning. So I'm charging her up again. Why? Because I can. That's part of prepping. I just said, okay, I'm going to prep this. So there it goes. So it'll charge. I will use eventually I will come back. I had some vegetables last night for supper, so it was a simple meal, but I don't have to literally worry about much right now. I could cook eggs. I could cook eggs. I can bake a cake. I can buy frosting. I mean, I could do a lot of different things, my fellow friends. And that is because we are preppers. And prepping is the key, I mean, right now, I was telling Higgins this last night on the phone. You cannot prep to build a new computer, Higgins, because you have to prep for what if both parties don't agree and then your SSI check doesn't come next month? What are you going to do then? Oh, well, it's mandatory. SSI ain't mandatory. SSI comes from the general fund, people. So anyone at SSI won't see their SSI, but anyone at SSDI, SSR, or SSS might get a delay in payment. Same with the veterans. That's what they're prepping us for. They're prepping us for the worst. Now, if it does happen, and the Republicans are like, oh, well, we want all this Biden cuts. Biden ain't going to budge. So what's going to happen? More likely, we're going to see both parties seeing the country go down the toilet temporarily. So the best course of action is to just keep on prepping, So plain and simple, you have to prep as much as possible. Excuse me. So, a stocking is on the floor. Black of note. There we go. So I want to thank, you all for tuning in this morning, because, it is a serious topic to talk about. I mean, if you go to the news, do you see any news on the banking or the debt ceiling being raised? No, they're like, oh, 2 days, the debt ceiling. They'll make a whole thing about it. They'll come back with nothing, and then, and they'll blame each other for it, and that'll be that. So it is what it is. So, anyways, so that's the thing about the prepping, and you know, um, I'm checking the news this morning. So, it's wow. So new thing. Someone's using their car now they ran over 7 people in a Texas homeless shelter. Great. That's just downright wrong. You wake up in the morning, and you're like, oh yeah, and then next look what happens. You know, yeah. You got all these people. So you look at the news and you're thinking, oh yeah, that's nice. And then I look at the Ukrainian war. So I'm reading all this crap and thinking, wow, look at this, no news is crappy news. Yeah. You see all these news, and you're like, okay, nothing, zilch. This is why you got to prep, because the news is basically unstable right now, The news is completely unstable right now. So, anyways, let's see. It says, hello, Kane. Hi, Higgins. So, what I'm going to do, people, is I'm going to log off right now. I might come back. I might. That's the word, might. After I use the toilet. And I mean, that means the shower method, as I said, prepping. And if you guys want another video, let me know. I do got my game to play today, so I can do that. And then the other thing is I gotta make something to eat. So unless I eat oranges, I am just I got 2 onions, 3 potatoes, and 2 oranges and broccoli. So to me, it's fresh broccoli. So I probably will come back after I use the toilet, which means 5 or 10 minute break for you to refill your coffee. And if you want me to continue, I can. If I don't, leave a comment because frankly, you know, it's Sunday, and you do know as well as I do that Sunday means right after lunch. Chloe's gonna call again, and you know how that's gonna be another hour of useless crap talking to me too. So, and I'm getting fed up with wasting my time on someone who's, So I thought maybe, just maybe, that you the preppers out there could take a break and wait for the phone call to be done, and then I'll come back and give you an update then, and we can talk more about prepping. Because the next purchase I'm making as a prepper is powdered milk, and I got ramen already stocked coming in, so I got ramen and then powdered milk, and that's something I need to shop on. Something that's pretty good. I want. If Higgins is going to look for powdered milk for me, I want whole milk, not non-fat. I hate non-fat. Non-fat makes it look like water. So that's another thing you guys got to think about is if you're going to prep powdered milk, do you want whole milk or non-fat? I want what I can get, so I can just mix it up in a pitcher and just, because I'm tired of, the you know the I'm tired of the what do you call it, finding powdered milk that requires either cold milk, lukewarm water, or cool water. Yeah, exactly. That's something I was shopping about anyways, Kane, but still, but yeah, and I will also, when I get done with the toilet, I will personally let you guys know how it went with the Chloe, if she decided to if they discharged her or not. Hopefully they didn't. Truth be told, you guys want to hear this from me, so I'm going to tell you this. Hopefully, Chloe doesn't get discharged. Hopefully they use the clause, because I think even though they're treating her like crap, I think Chloe needs to be there. That's my opinion. But that's just my own opinion. But as a prepper, she didn't prep for this, so she's like going insane in there. They're making her go more crazier. But if she does leave on her own accord, we as in people have to support her actions. We may not like it, but we have to support it. It's her life. It's like her prepping to buy a phone to stay in contact with me. That's a prepper's tool as well, And so that is something that you have to basically go ahead and do. As a prepper, you must prep for the worst, and hope for the best. So with me, um, of course, I will come back and talk more about prepping. You guys can help me with with the uh, the administrative duties. See, the administrative duties, figuring out what to put in this week, and you know. And by the way, because I'm prepping, I'm slowly paying off my electric bill, $10 a day. So until it's due. So right now it says I owe $10. So you see, I'm actually getting my bills paid slowly, but I'm doing it daily, so I don't have to worry um, you know, um, about Chloe. She already paid her half, so she's clear. So, you know, um, so there you go, peeps. Anywho, like I said, stay tuned for another part. I don't know if it'll be after Chloe calls or before. I hope after, then I can give you a better update. Another thing I might focus on in the living room today when I come back is I might go and use the StreamYards in the kitchen. Why? Because I could talk to you while I do one spreadsheet. I'm not working really. It's a project I'm working on. It's actually part of my prepping skills. So I'll talk to to Papa, the good Lord, and see if he agrees to it. Because if he does, the good Lord, then I will basically work on the spreadsheet while talking to you about prepping. And I can use StreamYard's full features that I have, so I can actually share screens of things like Kane was talking paper products. I got 3 paper products that might blow your socks off, Kane, that might help you out for prepping. So I'll do it that way. So I might come back after I use the can. So, and shower. So thanks for watching, everyone. Please add and subscribe. Please post comments, leave feedback, suggestions, the like, subscribe buttons, hold some fun for your family, including your dogs, your cats, your bunnies, your service dogs, your service bunnies. Hit the bell notification, thumbs up button, subscribe button. Keep the comments nice. All we ask. Thank you, and God bless you in everything you do.